Hey everybody, this is Mr. Ainsworth, and we're going to get into a review here before our test tomorrow on transformations, on reflections and glide reflections, translations, rotations, you name it. Okay, so you should probably get out your homework on translations part one and part two on glide reflections, rotations. Get out all your materials. Get out your highlighters, your red pens, pencils, and all that kind of stuff. Also take out your trace paper, okay? Because I'm going to show you something cool. I'm going to do it digitally though, so at least I'm going to try. I've never done it before, but here we go. So let's get ready for our test tomorrow. We're going to perform a sequence of transformations given the pre-image. That's called a composition. Okay, we are going to perform the transformations in order, label the image using prime notation, label the coordinates of the end result. Let's highlight that, okay? I'm looking for that. That's what I check to make sure that you guys are doing these things correctly here. Okay, and so let's perform in an order, label as we go. So the first thing we want to do is reflect the pre-image. This is the pre-image now. We want to reflect it over the x-axis. So we want to reflect, which means the same distance on opposite side, okay? Same distance, opposite side. You already know that, I'm just writing down some basics. That's for reflections, okay? So here we go. C is 2 units below, so C prime is 2 units above. A is 3 units below, so A prime is 3 units above. B is 1 unit below, so B prime is 1 unit above. Okay, and then you connect, and that's your first image. Okay, so we're going to order as we go. We start off with a pre-image, then we reflect it across the x-axis. We get this image here. And then what we're going to do is reflect it across the y-axis. Okay, here's the y-axis, and we're going to reflect over that. So you have to know that it's always same distance, opposite side, right? Okay, that's for all reflections. So A prime is 5 units left, so we go 5 units right. A double prime. B prime is 4 units left, so we go 4 units right. And then C is 8 units left, so we go 8 units right. And then we connect. Okay, and then what we have is we have this one here. Let me highlight the first one here. So we had our first image here in yellow. We went from the pre-image to the image. We reflected across the y-axis to get our second image, which is our third figure basically. It goes going 1, 2, 3 obviously. And now I take the third figure here and I rotate it clockwise. All right, that's this direction. All right, clockwise. So I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to use slope, and then I'm going to ask you to take out trace paper, and I'll show you how to do it on, believe it or not, digitally here. And then lastly, we'll translate. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate clockwise, and we're going to start rotating about R. Okay, notice this right here. It's about R, the origin about R. So we want to figure out the slope from R to A prime. So let's work on that first. So R to A prime, we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the slope there is 2/7. The perpendicular slope, where the rotation, where the image lies, is on a line perpendicular to it because we're rotating 90 degrees clockwise. So perpendicular lines form 90-degree angles, right? So you take the opposite reciprocal right there. Opposite reciprocal. I talked about this in my previous lesson. Okay, that means down 7, right 2. It could mean 7 divided by -2, that means up 7, left 2. It depends on which rotation you're making. Right now, I want to make a clockwise rotation. So from R, it's got to go this direction, clockwise, right? So it's got to go down 7, right 2. So from R, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right 2. You should be at 0, -6 right there. That's a, we'll call that a double, no, a triple prime. Okay. And yeah, so that's a triple prime. And then we rotate B prime here, or B double prime actually. So B double prime. B double prime is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to the right. Okay, so you want to rotate it clockwise. So you know that vertical lines are always perpendicular to horizontals. So we simply go 6 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 right here, and there's B double prime. Okay, now for C double prime, let's rotate that. I got to go up one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the slope is 1/10. Okay, perpendicular to that would be -10. Okay, so that means down 10, right 1. So in that case, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right 1, we're off the grid. It's okay, we'll approximate. Go ahead and connect. There we go. And we get our fourth image, okay, or our fourth figure. Start with the pre-image, then we reflect it over across the X, then we reflect it across the Y, and then we rotate. Now, before I translate, check this out. Get your trace paper and make sure you have your axes on it. This is going to be cool. So check this out. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this off. I've never done this. Come on. Hopefully, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but hey, ooh, no, I don't want that. Okay, transparent. Here we go. So what we're going to do is I want you to take your trace paper with the axes on it, and I want you to not line it up with the origin, okay? No, no, no. I want you to line it up with R. Everybody get your eyes on the rotocenter, R. So line your trace paper up with R, like I'm doing right here, okay? See, here it's not lined up, here it's not lined up. I want you to line up the origin with R, because that's the rotocenter, that's what we're rotating on. Okay, so let me, hopefully I have the right image here. Let me increase that. Let's see. Doing it with technology is never easier than doing it on paper. Okay, so let me adjust it the size so the scale's the same. Okay, I'm 1 unit. Okay, there we go. Almost perfect here. Okay, so notice how I'm lined up with the rotocenter right there. And what I want to do is rotate it clockwise 90 degrees. So put your pencil on R so you can spin it on R. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, what happened? Hang on. Okay, sorry, I had a little technology glitch here. Okay, so let me repeat what I just said here. So we're lining the trace paper up here with R. Okay, so notice right here at the rotocenter, we lined it up, not at the origin, but at R, because that's where we're rotating on. What I want you to do is trace and A prime, A double prime, C double prime, and B double prime on your trace paper right here and pencil. Okay, use pencil because you're going to have to erase afterwards because you're going to use it multiple times. And what you're going to do is you're going to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. And now check this out. You're going to rotate and show that actually what we did earlier with the slopes is correct. Look at that. See, you rotate 90 degrees, realign it. I know it's not perfect right here because this is the best I can do on this computer. All right. Look at that right there. It is lined up almost perfectly here. If I can do it, if I was in person here and I did this with trace paper right in front of you, it would be perfect. It would be lining up right there. Okay. All right, and pretty cool. So all we did is we took our trace paper here, we traced our triangle. It's almost like like a little second grade activity here. We traced the triangle, we spun the paper about R. So we used our pencil, we put it at R, and we spun it with the other hand right here. And boom, voila, you line up the axes again at R. Let me readjust it a little bit here. All right, and there you go. It lines up on the triangle that we found earlier when we did it algebraically using slopes. All right, pretty cool, huh? You can use trace paper and do all this. Okay, that's the first example. Now let's finish. We're going to translate it now. Now, when you translate it, when you look at the translation here, this means right 3 and this means up 2. All right, it's always right or left first, then up or down, depending on the plus or the minus. X plus 3 means that we go right 3. The y plus 2 means up 2. All right, so we go right 3. Okay, so get your eyes on, let's say B double prime. You go, this is a triple prime. So we go right 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2. And we get B quadruple prime, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, up 2. We get A quadruple prime. And then right 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2. And you get C right here, quadruple prime, and then you label the coordinates, okay? And well, you draw it too. Okay, that's number 5. That's my end result. And so what you want to do is label the coordinates of your end result. So let's do that. So C triple prime, that's right, 2 down 7, so 2 comma negative 7. A quadruple prime is right 3 down 4, so 3 comma negative 4. B quadruple prime is right 1 down 3, so that looks like 1 comma negative 3. All right, and that is my end result. All right, it's the 5th figure. All right, and that right there is what you want to label. I'm looking for the end result now, because if the end result's correct, that means you did everything else correct. So you can do this with slopes, or you can do it with trace paper, okay? And remember, these are isometries here. Every time you either reflect it, rotate it, or translate it, the figure stays the same shape and size. Okay, that's what isometry is all about. All right, so let's do it again here. All right, this time, obviously, this is a little bit different. We're getting some experience here, trying to get good. And illustrate the ideas. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is reflect it across the y-axis. So we're going to start off with a pre-image here, and I'm going to reflect it across the y-axis, so I have to reflect it over here. Starts off on the right, then it goes on the left. Okay, so C prime is 1 unit left, B prime is 5 units on the right, so B is 5 units on the right, so B prime is 5 units on the left, and then A is 2 units on the right, so you go 2 units on the left. It's that simple. All right, and then we connect. So get your straight edge out. You should be doing this with a straight edge, make it look good. All right, and that's our first image, but or our second figure, okay? So we start off with the pre-image, and then we go to our first reflection, and then we're going to reflect over the x-axis here. So the x-axis is horizontal, as you guys know, so we're going to reflect over here. So let's go ahead and do that. So A double prime is down here, 2 units below. C double prime is 3 units, no, 4 units. Right here, C double prime. B double prime, it's 5 up, so we go 5 down. Oops, that's B. Okay, double prime, and then you connect. And then you shade that in and make it look good. Okay, so there you go. So you got your second one here, second image, or the third figure here, so figure number 3. So you reflect over the Y, then you reflect over the X, and then you perform a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation. Counterclockwise is this way, okay, counterclockwise. So doing it with slopes. So here we go. So for we'll start off with A prime, A double prime. So you go up 3, right 3. So the slope is up 3, right 3, rise over run. Perpendicular to that, better be the opposite reciprocal. I call that the perpendicular slope, so negative 3 over 3. All right, and so what you do is put your pencil at R, and you go down 3, right, down 3, right 3. So down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 3. You're over here now. So A quadruple prime. All right, and then you rotate C double prime. So that is up 5, right 2. So for C double prime, so the slope on that one would be up 5, right 2, 5 halves. Okay, perpendicular slope, take the opposite reciprocal, negative 2/5. So you go down 2, right 5. So down 2, right 5 would put you over here at, let me see, that's C triple prime. And then for B double prime, so let's work on that one. So for B double prime, what do we have? So we have, holy smoke, okay. We have up 6, right 6. So for that one, the slope is 6 over 6, opposite reciprocal of that. Okay, that would be negative 6 over 6. So we're going to go down 6 Left 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're way over here at B triple prime. Okay, so connect. And then we're going to use our trace paper now. Okay, so let's get your trace paper and let's use it, because I'm telling you, if you don't understand my slope ideas, then okay, nope, no big deal. Okay, we just rotate it right there counterclockwise. All right, 90 degrees. Let's do this. Let me show you. So watch this. This is cool. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to overlap it. So let's see here. I'm going to adjust the scale a little bit. It's off. Almost perfect there. It's close enough. Okay, so you take your trace paper, you line it up with R now. That's really important. See, so you got to take the center, the origin of your trace paper here. Don't line it up with the axes, all right? Not with the regular axes. Line it up with R, guys. Okay. Trace A double prime, C double prime, B double prime, and then watch this. You rotate counterclockwise. No, 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 no. No, look at that, man. It's okay. It's not perfect, but hey, it's got to be. You got to line it up perpendicular again. So it's that's the reason why, right there. So there you go, right there. That's the best I can do on the computer, guys. Okay. You rotate. You put your pencil at R and you spin the paper 90 degrees. Okay, look at that. You start here, all right, and then you go no 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 no. Okay, counterclockwise, and you get a new figure, right? Okay, there you go. So then what you do is you perform the last translation. So let's translate it right up here. We got to go right 2 and then up 3. Okay, all right. So here we go. So right 2 up 3. So each point, right 2 up 3. There's a quadruple prime. Right 2 up 3. C quadruple prime, and then right 2 up 3. We got B quadruple prime, and you connect and you write down the vertices. See, that's our last figure. So we start here in the pre-image, reflect across the Y, reflect across the X, rotate, okay, and then we get the end result here. So this is my end result. Now let's write down the coordinates, okay? So B is 9, -2, B quadruple prime, 9, -2. That's an end result. C quadruple prime is right 8 up 2, so 8, 2. And then A quadruple prime is right 6 up 1, so 6, 1. Okay, that's my end result. Follow the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Okay, well, there's a few more, so let's do a few more just to finish this off, because we're getting ready for a test tomorrow, so we might as well finish. All right, so first of all, we're going to do a rotation. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with A, and we're going to rotate it first. Okay. So we got to go, let me see, from R to A. So we go up 1, left 4, so the slope is -1/4. All right, that's a negative slope this way. You can go right 4, down 1. 4 divided by, -1 divided by 4 is -1/4. Okay, perpendicular to that would be 4. Okay, well, opposite reciprocal. So you want to make a what, clockwise, right? Let's highlight that. Want to go clockwise. So you have a choice. If we go up here, we got to go up 4, right 1. So from R. So up 4, right 1. So there's a prime. For point B, it's up 2, left 1. So that's 2 divided by -1 or -2. So the slope there is -2. Perpendicular slope is 1/2. So you got to go up 1, right 2. So B prime. So B prime is right here. And C, you got to go up 3, left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for C, the slope is -3/5. Perpendicular to that is 5/3. So I got to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and you're right here. All right, C prime. Then you connect. And that's my first image. So we start off with a pre-image, and then we rotate it, okay, in a clockwise fashion, 90 degrees. Let's pause right there and let's check it with your trace paper. Okay, so let's take that out. All right, so let me line things up here and get the right scale going. Almost. It's hard to do on the computer. This digital stuff's cool, but you gotta know how to do it. I'm still learning. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees. No, 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 no. Boom, right there. See that? All right, it's almost perfect. Look at that. That was cool. All you do is rotate clockwise. Okay, so we start here. We line it up with R. Remember that. Line up with R. Put your pencil at R and let it spin. And then rotate. Look at that. Oh, yeah. All right. I love it when it's cool like that. Okay, now you have to reflect. So let's reflect across the x-axis. So here's the x-axis. And you got to reflect. So let's do that. Here's B prime down, B double prime down here, A prime, A double prime, excuse me, down here, and C double prime. Let me see, 7 units up, so we got to go 7 units down, way down here. C double prime and connect. All right, and so we end up with this right here, this image. That's our third figure. Okay, and then what we want to do is follow the directions here, and we want to rotate over the y-axis. So when you do that, you got to reflect this way, right? So reflect over the y-axis. That's vertical. So it's getting a little messy here. I don't want to do it like that. So reflect. So here we go. So A triple prime is right here. It's the same position. It doesn't change position there. C triple prime is over here, and then B triple prime is over here on the other side, right? So connect. Okay, and this is our reflection across the y-axis. Okay, and that's my fourth figure. And now I translate it. I'm going to go left, all right, 4. I'm going to go up 3 on the translation. So left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 3. At C quadruple prime. And then left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 3 up here. At B quadruple prime. And then A, you got to go left 1, 2, 3, 4, up 3. All right, at A quadruple prime, there's my last and final result. Okay, and I'm happy guy because man, that's my end result, and I'm good. Now the only thing we need to do is label. So this right here is -5 comma 0. All right, and this is -6 comma -4, and A is -4 -3. Okay, and let's highlight that. So let's go purple. Oh yeah, we haven't used that yet. There's my end result. Okay, and here's my translation vector. I like to show this sometimes. Okay, translate, translate, translate. All right, pretty cool, huh? You gotta love this technology. Translate means shift. All right, remember that. Shift or slide. Shift, slide. All right, and that's my final result there. Only one more to do, so let's get the job done. Let's be good, okay? All right, get good. Okay, this time we're going to do a counterclockwise rotation. All right, so the very first thing we do is take a look at some slopes here. So let's work on one at a time. So let's work on A, I guess. So let's rotate. And then from R to C, that would be down 4, right 1. So it's negative 4 over 1. So the slope's negative 4. Oh, okay, excuse me, I wrote that down incorrectly here. I'm working on C now. Okay, so C, the slope is down 4, right 1, or negative 4. That means the perpendicular slope would be 1/4. Okay, so to do that, let me see, we got to go counterclockwise. So from R, we're going to count. I'm sorry, I got to get focused here. So I just got interrupted. So up 1, right 4. So go up 1, right 4, right here. C prime. For B, let me see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, 2 down. So that'd be right 4 down 2. That'd be negative 2/4. So the slope, negative 2/4. Opposite reciprocal of that would be is equal to 4/2. Okay, don't reduce. Okay, so you go up 4, right 2. So up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 2. And you get B double prime. Notice I said don't reduce. Let's write that down. Okay, and for A, that's my last one. For A on the rotation, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right 3. So the slope on that one would be equal to negative 7/3. The perpendicular slope would be equal to 3/7. So you go up 3, right 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, way over here. And that's A prime, and then you connect. And they better be the same shape and same size as the pre-image. So we start here. All right, and this is called the pre-image. All right, and then we rotate it counterclockwise, and we get figure number 2, and that's a 90 degrees counterclockwise rotation. And then from here, it's fairly straightforward. But before we do, let's check it with a trace paper. Let's do that cool thing again, okay? So check this out for the 4th time. All right, hopefully you're getting the hang of it by now. So we're going to overlap it with R. Got to get the right scale here. See, when you switch programs, you got to make sure that the scale of the graphs is the same. So it takes me a second to do this. So I want to be as accurate as possible because I can't do it perfectly, but I can get close. So you line it up with R. So look at that. I line it up with R, not the original axes. Okay. And then I put my pencil at R and I rotate it counterclockwise. All right. And boom, voila. It tells you the location of your rotation right there. Okay. And it's not exactly perfect on the computer here because I haven't figured out how to do it perfectly. Got to take special software for that. But it gives you a good idea how to do it. All right. On your own trace paper. So you can do it using simple rotation here. Check that out. That's pretty bitchin'. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get back to and finish the lesson here. So now all we do is reflect and translate. So here we go. So let's reflect over the y-axis. 3 units on the left, B double prime. And A prime is 8 units right, so we go 8 units left. A double prime, and C is 5 units right, so we go 5 units left. C double prime, connect. All right, we got our second image here. First, second, third figure though, okay? So we reflect over the y-axis, like that right there. Now we reflect over the x-axis right here. Reflect, so it goes below. So this is C triple prime. B triple prime is way down here, 5 units below. And then A is 4 units above, so A triple prime is 4 units below. And then we connect again, we're almost done. Okay, and then let's see here. Cool. Okay, so that was the fourth figure. And now what we do is we translate. We go right, okay, one, and we go down two. So right one, down two. So right one, down two. C quadruple prime here. B quadruple prime here. And A quadruple prime here. And then we connect. This is figure 5. This is the last and final figure here. This is my end result. So let's write down the coordinates. So here at B quadruple prime is -2 comma -7. Left 2 down 7. C quadruple prime is left 4 down 4, so -4 comma -4. And A quadruple prime is looks like left 7 down 6, so -7 comma -6. All right, that's my end result. All right, do your best, guys, okay? And do something cool. Learn the transformations, and I'll see you tomorrow on test day. Make yourself proud. I'll see you then.